Hi everybody, I am so excited for this video today. I'm going to share with you the exact steps that I took to unlock my inner artist and to start this YouTube channel, which in less than a year has grown to over 3,000 subscribers. I used to be so scared of posting online, in my head about what other people might be thinking about me. I would be like right on the edge of going all in with a creative dream, but then never fully following through. And I think that a lot of us aspiring creators struggle with this. If you're new here, my name is Sarah. I started this YouTube channel less than a year ago while working a remote 9-to-5 job and living at my homestead on an island on the west coast of Canada. I know the struggle of wanting to live this big and expressive life, but not really knowing how to start. About a year ago, I was living in my parents' basement suite and feeling just so uninspired by life. And then I started putting into practice these principles I'm gonna share with you. Within the span of a year, I bought my dream home, I got engaged, I took a solo trip to Italy, and I started this YouTube channel. All of those things might seem not super connected to unlocking your inner artist, but I promise you they are, and I'll explain why. So let's get into this video. I'm gonna explain the 8 principles that you're gonna use to unlock your inner artist, to begin to just be unapologetically yourself and to build a life that feels aligned to you. Principle number 1, everyone's inner artist already exists. Our job is to just clear the blockages in order to reach them. It's not about becoming creative or that some people are more creative than others. Everyone has something to say, to express, to build. Everyone has a voice. One practice that I found really helpful when I was just starting out on this journey is to take 2 pieces of paper. On one piece of paper, you're gonna write, I am a brilliant artist, or you can put in like, I'm a brilliant painter, I'm a brilliant photographer, videographer. I'm a brilliant artist that creates a lot. And you're just gonna keep writing that down 10 times, 20 times, 30 times. Beside that piece of paper, you're gonna have another piece of paper. And while you're writing, there's gonna be thoughts that pop into your mind. Thoughts like, I'm not as good as this other artist that I admire. I'm not pretty enough. I'm not skilled enough. I do not create a lot because I don't create at all, actually. So all of these thoughts are gonna pop into your mind and you're gonna write them on your second piece of paper. So this list that you're now creating, those are your limiting beliefs. And those are the things that are actually stopping you from connecting with your inner artist. And if you want to take this a step further, you can begin to write affirmations that counteract all of those limiting beliefs. So for example, one of the thoughts that I had early on was, I have all these ideas, but I never put them into action, so I'm not a disciplined person, or I'm not a disciplined artist. And to counteract that idea, I had an affirmation that was something like, I am a focused artist that creates something once a week, even if it sucks, even if it's really bad. And I would say those to myself every day. Slowly you begin to break through your limiting beliefs, and even just having awareness about what they are is a really helpful place to start. Principle number 2, make the art that you need to hear or that you need to see. Make the art that speaks to you. We can get so caught up, I feel like, in trying to make things that other people will approve of, or things that we think other people will like or find interesting. But it's really, at the end of the day, like, just make the thing that moves you. Make the thing that inspires you. And more often than not, the thing that is most personal to you, the thing that speaks to you the strongest, is gonna be the most universal thing, is gonna be the thing that connects the most with everyone else. Principle number 3 is unlocking your inner artist is a spiritual journey. So get ready, get excited. I love the idea of a great creator. For me, I also call the great creator God, but use whatever language and ideas make sense to you. It's basically the idea that there's an original artist, a source from which all art and creativity and beauty and life force comes from, And when we go on the journey of unlocking our inner artist, we are opening ourselves up to that source. We're opening ourselves up to creating this relationship between artist and original artist. I love seeing life as something sacred and spiritual, and getting in tune with your inner artist is just one other element that we can experience life in this way. Principle number 4 is unlocking your inner artist doesn't just change how you create art, but it actually changes your entire life, because you begin to see your life as a blank canvas. Everything that you do, your relationships, how you dress, how you decorate your home, the way you post online, the way you spend your money, it's all art. And we're not here just to like write poems and to make paintings, but we're here to create a life that feels so aligned to our souls. And that's the true masterpiece, is seeing your entire life is art. Your entire essence, person, is art. This principle might just be my favorite, but it's also the most difficult one, and one that I'm still fully practicing and probably will practice till the end of my life. And that is practicing fully embracing your unique personality, your unique look, your unique energy and aura that you bring into the world, and just fully unapologetically being so obsessed with it and being just owning it. When we're not confident in that way, it's so much easier for us to fall to the level of perceiving ourselves through the eyes of other people. We start to think, they see me as so cringe, they see me as ugly, they see me as whatever the thought is in your mind. We start to believe that as how we see ourselves. One of my favorite quotes of all time is that the vibration of being who you are is magnetic, and you will align everything and everyone that you need in your life from that energy. And it's also so contagious when someone is just fully being themselves and just like owning it. Even if you do not resonate at all with their vibe, you're just like, yes, I love this for you. And it's making me feel like I can just be fully myself. So it's contagious, it's inspiring, and you just feel so much better. Act on your creative ideas as soon as they arise, as soon as you think of them. The truth is that we're not gonna see the full picture when we first start creating. We're not gonna have like the first 10 ideas lined up or ready to go. We're gonna have one little idea, and it's probably gonna feel massive, and we don't have the skills yet to make it happen, but we're gonna try, and it's probably gonna suck. But then you trust that once you put that idea into action, the next one will come into vision. Early on, when I was trying to create things, I feel like I would just get all of these ideas and then get bogged down and then feel like I couldn't do them, and then feel like I wasn't skilled enough to do an idea yet. But have an idea, feel excited by it, make it happen, move on. Have an idea, get excited about it, make it happen, move on. And the next one will always arise once you finish that idea. This last final principle, it's what worked for me, and so it's the advice that I give. And it is that it's okay to start your journey in private, as long as you promise yourself that you will make your journey public at some point. When I first started out making YouTube videos, in my mind, I felt like they had to be perfect. I felt like I had to be so proud of them. I felt like they had to be these like insane videos, and I kept my YouTube channel private. I only shared it with my closest friends and family. I would never share it publicly. I would never tell people in my life about it. That honestly was really helpful, because we're kind of vulnerable in those early stages, and it feels nice to take some of the pressure off and to just kind of create freely and be okay with messing up. But it did get to a point where I felt like it was actually just the fear holding me back. So I took the leap to share about my YouTube channel publicly with random people on my social media. And from there, it's just snowballed even more. So it's okay to start small and privately at the beginning, but make sure that you fully claim and embody that part of yourself. those are all the principles. I want to share now some of my favorite books that have really helped me on this journey of unlocking my inner artist. The first one, I've talked about it so many times on this channel, but it's The Artist's Way. A lot of the ideas that I spoke about today and that I've integrated into my life now have come from this book. This is my #1 recommendation. This book, Women Who Run with the Wolves. This one isn't directly connected to creativity or unlocking our inner artist, but it really just helped me feel a lot more embodied within myself as a woman, and seeing how important it is to connect to this like expressive, wild, honest, raw, unapologetic version of ourselves. This is a newer one to my collection, but it's Mary Oliver's Devotions. This is a poetry book, but I just find these poems to be so beautiful if you're a writer or a poet of any sort. As for actual YouTube tips, DaVinci Resolve is what I use to edit. They have a free version, and they also have a bunch of free tutorials. That is how I learned to edit. I have a Sony camera, I'll link everything below, but that's been really helpful. Honestly, just like a tripod, a camera, and a mic if you want to do voiceovers, and a little mic for your camera if you want to talk like this. If you want to watch my video about my solo trip that I took to Italy and where I really started to lean into this creative journey of feeling connected to my inner artist, you can watch it here. Add to my channel if you want to watch my series on moving to and starting to build and create my island homestead. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope it inspired you to begin to build that relationship with your own inner artist. Remember, we are all artists. We don't have to become artists, we already are. We just have to connect with that part of ourselves. Being exactly who you are and creating from that place is the most magnetic thing in the world, and you will align everything you need with that energy. Sending you so much love.